Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great and small, easy to drive Class B motorhome from Parkway RV Center. Of course, today we're going to show you the king of the Class B camper vans, and that is a Road Trek. This is a 2006 Road Trek Adventurous RS. It's 20 feet long. It's got 95,000 miles. Built, of course, on a Sprinter chassis with a Mercedes Benz diesel engine. Got the 2.7 liter turbo diesel with 154 horsepower, which doesn't sound like much, but folks, but with a diesel you get the higher torque rating. This thing will run 75, 80 miles an hour all day long, and it will last and last and last. Mercedes Benz technology with Road Trek's rugged dependability. You've got a heck of a rig right here, folks. It's got the 158-inch wheelbase. It's 20 foot long overall, very stable on the road even in high winds. We just drove it 600 miles back. It did great. It's got a wind guard satellite system, which is probably not cheap. It's all fiberglass roof, fiberglass exterior and metal. Tires look great. In fact, they still have the tabs on some of them. Got an Onan 2.8 LP generator with 370 hours. It runs great. It does have a 5,000 pound towing capacity on the back with the hitch. Now, my personal experience with these Sprinters, these are built for fuel economy, not for power, and certainly not for towing capacity. I personally don't think I'd tow a car behind it. I might tow a trailer with a motorcycle or a golf cart or something like that, but that would be about it. Or put a bicycle rack, etc. Even though the factory says it's rated for 5,000 pounds, like I said, these are built for fuel economy, not for power. In fact, these things get 22 miles a gallon. I mean, these motorhomes get the same mileage as many passenger cars and many smaller SUVs. And you can see it's got a great look to it, silver. Got everything a 40-foot motorhome's got, just shrunk down into an easy and drive package. It is a 2500 Sprinter. Now, folks, I know the Dodge name on it, the Dodge Sprinter, throws a lot of people off, but what a lot of you may not know, Mercedes owns Dodge. At least it did till 2012. So any Dodge or Chrysler made from 1998 to 2012 was designed and built by Mercedes. That's why it's got Mercedes engine. You pop the hood, there's not a Dodge emblem anywhere. It's got Mercedes emblems all over it. Nothing wrong with Dodge, but a lot of people don't realize that Dodge was bought out by Mercedes in the late 90s. Good looking rig, got an awning on it. Got the wheel covers, running boards. This unit can sleep up to 3 people and more. Let's look inside. I'm going to show you a modification right off the bat that the previous owners did. And be honest with you, if I had this van, I would probably do the same thing myself. This van came from the factory with 4 chairs. Third chair here for passengers and then one over there. But what the previous owners did was remove the 4th chair and put this cabinet here. You've got drawers, you've got more countertop for food prep and for whatever else you want to put on it. Be honest with you, folks, that's a good idea. I personally would rather have that than the 4th chair, because let's be honest with you, folks, you're not going to buy a 20-foot motorhome to haul 5 or 6 people around. That's kind of ridiculous. It's like somebody going and buying a new Honda Civic to haul around a family of 6 all the time. Just doesn't make sense. I mean, these are strictly couples motors homes. I mean, it'll sleep 3 if you have to, because the front seat, the front passenger seat, and this seat right here swivel around, make a somewhat of a single bed. It won't lay flat. You have to lay at an angle, but it'll do the job. I mean, these are more or less made for couples to travel, go cross country in, to get great fuel mileage. A lot of people keep these and use them for a second vehicle too. I mean, at 22 miles a gallon, I mean, for this size vehicle, you really can't go wrong. Got a Pioneer CD stereo with a screen that pops up. Got the Mercedes Benz 5-speed automatic transmission. Seats look great. 95,000 miles, folks, and change, which is nothing on a diesel. I think it's 95,948. I'll just check the description to make sure for the right miles. The windshield's perfect, dash is perfect, no signs of pets or anything like that in here, no smoke odors. Cigarette lighter doesn't look like it's ever been used for a lighter. A neat little vehicle right here, folks. Here in the back, you do have solid surface countertops. You've got a 3-way RV refrigerator, freezer that runs off propane, 120 electric or 110 electric, and 12 volt. So you can, no matter how you run, how you like to operate. Now, some people run the generator going down the road in these, some don't. You can always have a cold refrigerator. It does have a factory 750 watt inverter. So the only time you'd ever really need to run your generator going down the road is if you want to run your rooftop air conditioner. And of course, if you're at the campground, you're hooked up to shore power, you don't need a generator either. So that's why the generator only has 370 hours on it. And the good thing about a small motorhome like this, because this is basically the same thing as a full-size van, the dash air. And you think about it, folks, I mean, you see these full-size vans running around the road, they cool it off with the dash air. That dash air will keep this entire RV comfortable, and the dash heat. You do have a furnace, which I do have on right now because we're having a dogwood winter right now. We had snow on the ground this morning here in northwest Georgia, and this time 7 days ago we were wearing shorts in the 70s. So weather changes. So definitely got the furnace on today. It works great. Look up here, there's your battery cut off. Water heater, generator start and stop. You can see the lights on, it's running. Inverter on and off button. Test light. You've got a microwave. Stovetop doesn't look like it's ever been cooked in. These are all solid surface Corian countertops. You can look the NADA up if you want to, folks. No added options. I even adjusted for the miles, which doesn't add anything or subtract anything because it's a diesel. 44,800, folks. I'm not asking that. New was $88,000. I'm not asking that. I'm only asking $39,900 for this motorhome, and this one's going to go quick, folks. I mean, a road trek and a Mercedes mixed together, and I'm telling you, this is one you don't want to let get away. Good thing about the Adventurous road trek on the Sprinter versus the regular road treks is you've got a fully enclosed side bathroom, so you don't have to take a shower in the hallway. It's all a one-piece shower. This is all a hot shower. It's got a 6-gallon high-capacity or high-output water heater. Got a sink in here and everything. And it's all enclosed in the side. So if you're in there taking a shower, everybody's got access to the rest of the RV. This in the back, these twin-facing sofas make a... I'm doing this from memory, so forgive me if I'm wrong a little bit. You want to verify this. 76 by 68 inch bed. So a bed that's comfortable enough for 2 people. Both these sofas come together, or you can simply use them for 2 twin beds or bunk beds as well. So you know, you can sleep up to 3 people in here in a couple of different sleeping configurations. You got a flat screen TV with a built-in DVD. I mean, it's everything you need. And I love the way they engineer these little vans. I mean, there's not an inch of wasted space. Every nook and cranny and corner has storage of some sort. It's got a 12-volt maciator, which grinds your sewage up for easier dumping. It's got that. You know, you only see that on the high-end motorhomes, but it's got that built in. The controls underneath the driver's seat. Got the padded headliner, got the fiberglass roof, so you've got very little maintenance. In fact, hardly any maintenance at all up there. I mean, folks, it is what it is. Now, I know this isn't a 40-foot motorhome. I mean, if you're looking for a big motorhome, or you're used to a big motorhome, you're probably going to have a hard time adapting to one of these. I would myself. But for those of you who are looking for something that's easy to travel in, make a stealth camper out of, this is perfect for that. These are ideal for a couple because, folks, let me be honest with you. If you can drive a minivan or an SUV or a pickup truck, you can drive this motorhome with no problems. As a matter of fact, I'll go so far to say, if you can't drive this motorhome, you don't need to be driving a car. It's safe to say they're that easy to drive. They're very aerodynamic. They're very sure-footed. It's a Mercedes Benz, so they're very well designed. A lot of research and development went into developing these Sprinter chassis before they even hit the market. So millions and millions of dollars in R&D went into these Sprinters. Got the 158-inch wheelbase, which is going to make it sway less on the road when a big truck passes you. Folks, it's ideal, and you can carry a lot of people in here. You may not be able to sleep them, but you can sit 3 in the front, probably 4 back here. So you've got the passenger hauling capacity of most 4-door sedans, full-size sedans, and you've got a bathroom, you got a kitchen. Folks, these are great. Now, I've sold these to couples that have kids doing softball tournaments. In fact, I've sold a couple of these to people that have kids doing softball tournaments. It's the middle of summer. You're out there in the softball fields all day watching your kids play. It's hot. Something like this, you can drive over there, have a generator, have your roof air going, keep it cool in here, watch TV in between games or when they're not playing, and get you something cold to drink, fix you some lunch, have a picnic lunch. It's just so many things you can do with a vehicle like this, and these make great traveling vans, even if you don't spend the night in them or just occasionally spend the night. You see a lot of these parked at hotel rooms, folks, because a lot of people will go in half with another couple. They want to travel the U.S., use this during the day to ride in so everybody's comfortable, have a bathroom. You don't have to stop all the time, fix a pot of coffee, make a sandwich, cook a Thanksgiving dinner in here just about while somebody else is driving down the road. Have a picnic lunch. You don't have to go out to restaurants all the time, and stay in a hotel room at night. It's a great way to travel, folks. Trust me. I've thought about that because I've got a big motor home, and I said something like this for a day trip would be ideal for day trips and just going somewhere just for a night where I don't want to take my big motor home out. So definitely has its advantages, folks. It's simple, easy to operate. There's no jacks, there's no slide system. It's just pretty much crank up the generator, plug it into shore power, and go. It's nothing to it. And that diesel motorhome, that diesel engine, folks, you'll never wear it out. That's the advantage of diesel over gas. No matter how many miles you put on it, if you take care of it, you keep the maintenance up and any repairs up, this motorhome will last you for as long as you want to keep it. If you want to have this motorhome and still be using it 15 years from now, folks, it'll do it. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you. And the diesel, of course, will outrun and outlast 3 or 4 gas engines. So definitely has some advantages. Anyway, folks, this unit is $39,900. They're hard to find, and it's thousands under book. I said, what was it, $44,800? We're almost $5,000 under NADA average retail with no added options. I didn't add, for 2 pages of options like most people do, and most people are very incorrect when they post a value. Now, I know, folks, that I've said it before, NADA is not market value. NADA is the only thing they're really good for is to tell you what the bank will loan on an RV. There's some brands, some types of RVs, like a Winnebago Rialta for an example. Book maybe $10,000, $11,000 on it retail, but you can't touch one for under $30,000. I did one the other day and already sold it. So, it's because the book is no good, or the NADA value is no good if you search for years and you can never find one for that value, while everybody else has already bought theirs and enjoying it and making memories you're still looking for something that doesn't exist. So that's why I say NADA is not market value. What we do, and what most dealers do now, and what most buyers do now, is they utilize the internet to discover what the market value is, and it's so simple to find out what something's worth because you look it up online. Like for instance this one, you would Google 2006 Road Trek Adventurous RS, and you'll see virtually everyone for sale in the country with prices, mileage, condition, and you can compare. And that's how we get our prices. We don't go by book, even though this thing is 5,000 under book. We don't go by that. We go by what these things are bringing online, and we either make sure ours is one of the lowest priced ones or the lowest priced ones within 20,000 miles plus or minus of this one. I've got third-party software that tells us exactly what these things are bringing online, and you don't have to pay thousands of dollars for that software system. You just have to spend a little time, get on Google, look on the different websites, compare prices. I mean, you can spend 30, 45 minutes, an hour, and learn everything that I learned with that third-party software that we use that prices our units. So folks, $39.9 haggle-free, firm. That's the option A, and option A includes, of course, a nice low-mileage diesel Road Trek Adventurous RS. Includes a 90-day nationwide limited warranty that goes into effect the day you pick it up or the day we deliver it. It includes, after purchase, a very extensive major systems check by our certified RV techs. And we go through this thing with a fine-tooth comb. If you want a list, of course, of all the different systems we inspect, and we do repair those systems if they're not functioning before you pick it up or before we deliver it, no matter what it costs us, and the price is still $39.9. Doesn't matter if we have to spend $10,000 going through that checklist and refurbishing this unit, the price is still the same to you. It's a worry-free, stress-free option. If you've never owned an RV before, I strongly encourage you to take advantage of it. It also includes a personal one-on-one walkthrough by the RV technician that checked it out. He'll show you how to start and stop everything, how to operate everything, all the switches, lights, awning, test drive, answer any questions you have, and he'll also tell you everything that he had to repair on it. If anything, I strongly suspect this thing's going to pass through it with flying colors. And you know, I know a lot of people think 95,000 miles is a lot of miles for a motorhome. Well, first of all, this is a diesel and not a gas. Second of all, the kind of people that buy these type motorhomes, they use them. They use them for a second vehicle. They use them for a day trip, a weekend trip, where the big motorhomes just get used 2 or 3 times a year for long trips. These get used constantly. These don't become driveway queens like the big motorhomes do. I mean, these are used, folks. You jump in these and go down to the grocery store, or go pick up the kids, or you know, pick up family flying in from the airport, or going to sporting events and going to barbecues. People drive these things for those circumstances, so they don't sit around like the big motorhomes do. So actually, considering that, and considering it's 12 years old, that's low miles. 95,000 miles, 370 on the generator. This thing's got decades of life left to it if you take care of it. Give us a call, 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Option A includes a walkthrough. The demonstration includes a year of free camping up to 21 nights, total up to 7 nights at a time at select RV resorts nationwide, which is something I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from buyers who have bought RVs from us that have taken advantage of that camping. So definitely a cool thing to have, and that alone is worth several $100s, if not more. That's included, and more. You get drive-out tag, starter kit with all your camping essentials. $39.9, thousands under NADA, thousands under market value. Now, we do have what we call an option B, and that's the only way we discount our prices, folks. Option B is you buy the motorhome just like we did, as is, as it sets. Take the good with any potential bad. We're not going to check it out. We're not going to pay for a warranty. We're not going to give you a demonstration or a walkthrough. It's just basically jump in and go, price only. And that option saves us time and money because we don't have to pay a tech to do a walkthrough. We don't have to pay a technician to do an inspection, which is pretty extensive. We don't have to pay the warranty company. We don't have to pay for the camping. As long as you're willing to take it as is, just like you would from a for sale by owner, we will discount the price what those services cost us. If you want a price on option B, you'll have to contact our non-commissioned sales department. They'll give you a haggle-free firm price for option B. We don't take offers. We don't, the price we give you, that's what it takes to buy it. And I'm not trying to sound conceited or anything like that, folks, but you know and I know that these small, there's a huge nationwide shortage of used RVs anyway, and there is 4 big motorhomes or 5 big motorhomes for every one of these small ones that hit the market. So I don't have to tell you how hard it is to find these little motorhomes. And I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I promise you folks, if you don't buy this, the next person in line will. And that next person in line can sometimes just be a few minutes behind you. It happens all the time. $39.9 will trade. Haggle free firm, doesn't matter if you're paying cash, if you're trading, if you're financing, or if it's a combination of all three. That's what it takes to buy it. Or you can contact us for a discounted price on option B, as long as you understand what option B entitles you. It's a nice motorhome, folks, low mileage. We'll make sure everything works and get the warranty for that option A price. Low price, thousands under book value. You know, this is the deal that if you live on the West Coast, California, you live up in Canada, this is the deal that's worth traveling 2,000 or 3,000 miles to get. And yes, folks, we have sold more RVs than I can count to those places and more. Just this morning, I had 2 pickups this morning. One was a buyers from Vermont, and the other was buyers from Michigan. So obviously, we have good deals, or they wouldn't travel all that distance and passing no telling how many hundreds of RV dealers on the way down here. So definitely, folks, if you've never visited our website before or checked into us before, you just discovered the secret to buying used RVs for the lowest price in the country. We've been doing this for 50 years, folks. We're one of the oldest independently owned used RV dealerships in the country today. We've been in business since 1968. We're 3rd generation, family owned and operated. We sell right at 600 used units a year. We move a lot of metal here, folks. And I'm gonna tell you, and considering how everybody shops on the internet and price compares, like I was just telling you about on Google, obviously that means we're doing something right if we sell that many units a year. We've got the lowest prices out there. We've got the best selection. We've got more in-stock used RVs than any dealer within a 500-mile radius. We currently have about 160 in stock. I've got 18 motorhomes coming in over the next week, folks, that we purchased. Most of them big, because we buy all these small ones we can, and I don't have to tell you how hard it is to find these. But if you're in the market for a motorhome, you need to subscribe to my channel. Like us on Facebook. You need to go to our website, visit it every day, or give us a call. You know, look on our website first. Give us, our non-commissioned salespeople, a call if you don't see what you're looking for, and it may be coming in. And they can send you pictures of it, give you first shot on it before it goes online, because once it goes online, folks, it's gone. Like this one right here, folks. I did 6 videos last week. 4 of those videos that I shot, those units are already sold. We don't play around, folks. We do not play around. And like I said, you know, there's way more buyers than there are used inventory right now. As I'm sure many of you have already found out, or are quickly finding out, that there are more buyers than there are used RVs. Economy's good. People are buying these things that couldn't buy them a year ago or 2 years ago, and for many of you, remember, we had a recession back when this one was built. So the RV manufacturers' production in some cases cut down to half or less of building new RVs during the recession. So now that it's 10 years later, 12 years later, that means even less used ones available, because they only built so many new ones back then. So that's why RVs are in short supply and high demand right now. So keep that in mind. You know, diesel motor homes are the hardest, rarest thing to find, and even harder to find in a small one like this. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, call us, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our website is parkwayrvcenter.com. We have financing available with approved credit, minimum 10% down payment. Or we can work through your own bank or credit union as well. We offer nationwide delivery, extended warranties, and much more. So give us a call, drop us an email. Better yet, come visit us in person. With 150 plus used RVs in stock, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to see something you're going to want to buy if you visit us here in person. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.